Juror's contentions. All the evidence clearly points to Phoenix guilt at the young pickpocketed tyranny. What? Pickpocketed tyranny? As an housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. I think you'll find that if you look at that photograph in the stereo, the truth will just pop out. If I had left it in there, I should have known there'd be repercussions by now. Mind made up. Stop. Global radio transmissions. A verdict to follow. Stop. In motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent. Okay. So, about 4 of those are useful, like usual. The circumstances of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather cohesively. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone. And in the accused hand, the fatal revolver just firing of which we heard the witnesses. Not to mention these prints. Take it from a chap who's seen action in the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the bally trigger. She literally is. She has her finger on the trigger. A bad trigger. If you were planning to not kill him, you have done a bad thing. Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Oh dear, Riley's cameras were supposed to help, not hinder. I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you. Yeah, but I am Ryunosuke Naruhodo, the great ace attorney, buddy. But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Winniebank. Which means there's more to the situation than we've yet to see. Yes. Agreed. You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination. The defendant's rebuttal. All the evidence clearly points the finger guilt at the young. Hold it, wait a second. You're Mr. Natsumi's landlord, Mr. Garadeb, aren't you? We really must stop meeting like this. You're the lawyer chip. Well, there's a turn up from the books. Yes, rather a turbulent time we've had back then. Some extraordinary events took place at your home, that's for sure. Luckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. Luckily, you arrested his wife? I think we did rather a lot for you, didn't you? You arrested his wife? You... My dogs are going off? I mean, obviously... I wouldn't be suggesting that therefore you should change your leaning to not guilty or anything. I'm gonna go check him out. Huh, can't be denied, I suppose. The curse of the Garadep house was the talk of the town after that business. Lodges moved down, I couldn't get a bally soul to take up the tendencies. Oh. Haven't heard the break the news to Joan yet. Bad enough that the old girl's clapped up. Yes, can't be denied. You did do rather a lot, but not for us. That's for dashed certain. Anyone have any? I suppose not. Of course. There can be no suggestion of that being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty here, obviously. Obviously. But honestly, I really wish you'd pay more attention to the trial. And less to juror number 2. Oh, he's looking at juror number 2. That's why he's like that. Mr. Garadep, don't you dare. As a household maid, I'd like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. Hold it, wait a second. Okay, eliminated. Interesting. Hey, how much is your fee? Polishing the bench, I see. Again. A maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to market for his lordship, I have to pass through East End. The place is full of beggars, pick-pursers, and crossmen, the scum of the earth. Oh my god. A little harsh, perhaps? Let me be plain. If it weren't up to me, all those black slums would be made spick and span and... or eradicated. Oh, ho, ho, ho. At least we have people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals. Bum, 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 bum. You're referring to Mr. Herlock Sholmes? Or are you talking about Gregson? That's right. I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Rant's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. Mr. Sholmes, the maid. They're really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum have the audacity to shoot our very great detective. Minor detail. There was the two brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Sholmes, not the defendant. A minor detail indeed. They all guttered scum as far as I am concerned. Well, this just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyways. Yes, alright. I shall amend my statement. Those brothers are the scum of the earth. They swing from shooting... Okay. Oh my god, they should hang? Oh no. Imagine if you look at the photograph in the stereo and the truth will pop out. Hold it, wait a second, bro. Calm down. What do you mean, look at the photograph in stereo? Sorry, what? Don't you know? If you look at the photographic print normally, it looks as though the pickpocket girl's about to shoot the victim, obviously.
Objection.
There's no indication that the defendant ever fired the gun. All I'm saying is that if you look at the same print in stereo, it could reveal all sorts of new information. If I have to do that, you're gonna catch hands, game, by any chance. Are you a fan of stereoscopes? Ooh, how'd you know? Let's call it a lucky guess. I never get sold seeing the two prints merge into one before your eyes. I'm extraordinary. It's captivating. It's the height of modernity. Modernity. Of course. Oh yes, I think you found the stereoscope in here to stay. Giving us new perspectives we can only dream of before. It's the great invention the world has ever seen. If only it could be giving me a new perspective on this case, I might agree with you. If I have to do that, I'm going to throw hands with this game.
Hold it!
Right unknown. What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? You keep talking about having left something somewhere, or something like that. Yeah, so sorry. As you can probably tell, I'm a surgeon. A surgeon? That's totally passed me by. Of course, people conducting surgeries in this country aren't considered to be doctors. Oh no. Even though me and my kind are at the forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field. So, what is it that you think you've left behind? Oh, well, that's a little embarrassing, to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday. Standard thing, went in through the abdomen. But when I finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere. What? Did he? Surely not. There's a lot of cases where that has happened. Exactly. Surely not, you say to yourself. Don't you worrying, isn't it? That's when I've been troubling me this whole time. His hand clips the button. Well, of course, I've left my scalpel inside the front probability. No, of course I couldn't. So, there you have it. Like I said, a little embarrassing, really. That's one way of putting it. The other is manslaughter. That's exactly what my concern, and seeing as this case appears to be all but sewn up, you'll focus on trying to remember exactly what I've shown up elsewhere. Now, I'm sure I made sure everything was back as it should be. Well, as sure as you can be without being sure. I'm sure you need to be more sure. I'm sure. Mind made up. Stop. Global radio transmission of verdict. Default. Stop.
Hold it!
Hold it. Wait a minute. Sorry, a radio transmission? What do you mean? Are you from the Far East? Yes. Yes. From the Empire of Japan. All communications with Far Eastern nations used to take place by mail. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey. But now we have the electric telegram, so we can send messages using electronic signals. Thousands of miles of cable have been laid across the ocean bed, connecting the entire world. Thousands of miles of cable on the ocean bed? Makes my head hurt just thinking about it. So you are well informed, young lady. Hee hee. Oh. but cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop. And just when I'm starting to catch up. Radio transmission in the future. Stop. Message carried over airwaves to 4 corners of the globe. Stop. Sediment grows. Stop. Atmosphere electric. Stop. Right. Try not to wear out your fingers. Era of wireless telegram. Stop. Driving technological revolution. Stop. And people say inventions like the stereoscope are the height of technology. What utter piffle. I can't understand it. I really can't. They're just silly toys. Oh, this man has a... I want to see... This is probably just a joke, but I want to see this meme. Juror number 3. Sorry to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but... What? Do you perhaps have something to say about jurors number 5's last remark? As if I couldn't guess. Oh, you bet I do. Say that again. Go on. I dare you. Goodness, are you talking to me? I think he just might be, yes. You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you, huh? Absolutely. I mean, really. A machine to view photographic in 3 dimensions? Why on earth would you not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional. What a great way to appease the man. No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are of no practical use at all. You just don't know. Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. This is the game really trying to hammer it. You better think about it. And I'm like, bro, please don't. I'm obviously gonna have to demonstrate. What sort of possibilities? We'll take a crime scene, for example. If you have a pair of photographs from a crime scene that can view through the stereoscope, to reveal hidden clues you never even noticed before. What? Oh. You got a prince with color stereoscope? No, please. Please, no. 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 Do we? What's this print here? It should do the trick, I think.
Take that!
Alright then, let's juror number 3. Hold on, I never examined this photograph. I should probably do that. Oh, never mind. I can't look at the back or anything. There might have been something. Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints? Of course I can. Very well then, I'd like you to demonstrate. I'll be delighted to. Just give me one more print and I'll amaze you all. Oh shit. Whatever. Wait, sorry. What do you mean, one more print? Oh dear, oh dear. Don't you have these in the Far East? Don't you know how a stereoscope works? No. What? You need 2 photographs from a stereoscope, remember? You know, one for the left eye and one for the right? I know. Oh yeah, I remember now. The print we have from a pawnbroker is just a normal photograph. Oh, no, I think you'll find. The clue is in the name. It's a stereoscope, not a monoscope. You always need 2 prints. Thanks for this friendly explanation. Well, if we don't obtain another print at some point later in the trial, we can always show it to this young man then. I think you'll find that know-it-all expression is really starting to annoy me. Let's get to things back on track, shall we, Counsel? All we need is another shot from a slightly different location, and we can see the scene in 3 dimensions. Alright, so we just need another one. In Blood of the Land. Okay.
Hold it!
Please tell me you're not villain Bolshevik. The Russian revolutionary. Revolutionary? I believe there is such a rumor. It's just a rumor? With you? As you see, I have unfortunate appearance. I feel like vicious victim. Your words, not mine. Just want to point that out. People call me revolutionary murderer, autocrat. And which club fits? Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. Would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. Right, that didn't sound staged at all. You'll forgive me for having my doubts. To be treated like vicious criminal all the time is very painful. People do not realize. So I have been very sympathies for these brothers. People say that criminals only because of how they look. The Skulkin brothers? Duh, maybe they went inside pawnbrokery shop. They have done nothing wrong, that's all as I want to say. The Skulkin brothers did nothing wrong that night. Alright, well first of all, that's one not so little misunderstanding I'll need to clear up straight away. Tell me something. Oh, tell me something, Iris. Why did they, Reno? Jurors are chosen at random from the inhabitants of the London town, are they? Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? In that case, how is it that there's a Russian tourist sitting among them who looks for all the world like a revolutionary? I wish I knew. I can't change the minds of more than half of these 6 jurors. The trial will be over. We know that Genie would never shoot anybody. Yes, we need to find a contradiction in what these jurors are saying and put them against each other. Yeah. So ready to go whenever links I have to convince them of Gina's innocence. Okay, so the Skulkin brothers, what was it, Statement 2 against you, Revolutionary Man. I should have saved. These two statements clearly contradict each other. Good lord. Counsel, explain yourself. Oh my statement? Contradictory? Juror number 6, you've got the wrong idea of this. You got the wrong end of the stick. I do not have stick, I have mouse. Did this man get his own soundtrack? As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene on the night in question, they fired a shot from the revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in... Wait, what? Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear. Oh, his mouse is reading abdomen. Sir? Sorry, my English is still learning. You are telling the court you didn't hear? Forgive me, I did not hear. Yours were abdomen, part of person's body containing stomach and other vital organs. If this is what you mean, you should say it in plain English. I am Russian, not native speaker. You thought it would be a good idea to let this man on the jury again? So, you are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying? They said before we never done nothing, but truth is they shot detective. This is a double negative. Yes, that's exactly right. Lying is wrong, especially when lies said by a person who looks like criminal. Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. This means when they said we never took anything, it was also a big fat lie. Is this true? Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so... Enough, I trust no one now. It's not the mouse's fault, though. Plus, sir, you want to see with your own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself. I'm afraid that won't be Yes, it is, Reno. Easily. Sorry? The prints from her... This is how we get them! With the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder. You compare the prints that pictures Genie in the next print from half an hour later. You'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. With the stereoscope. Oh my god, it's all coming together. Cooey, Mr. Prosecutor. Tut. Calling on the prosecutor in the middle of a summation examination of all times. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. That's not what we asked. Van Zykes. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Swoken brothers entered the shops and summarily heard the fatal gunshots string out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' flight. So this was taken after Hurley was shot then. As far as I can tell, nothing was taken. This does seem to be the case. Ah, but haha, I can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print. So, the brothers who look like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing. It seems so, yes. Good. No, not good. You are right. I do not understand situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it is very important to continue with trial. Thank you, sir. Revolutionary evil man. Villain. That's literally your name, bro. Yay! Well done, Runa. The balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose. There's one more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to... There must be more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. If I can do that, we just might turn the situation in our favor still, with a U. Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. Kindly hand over the new photographic print to the Bailey to be filed as evidence. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. A photograph taken automatically of their right-handed recorder showing the scene after the murder taking place. Another print in the core record. I wonder if we can make use of that. Yes, we can! In Lake of Lies, a mainly dead fish, we must find truth. Therefore, I shall not guilty of the verdict. Hold it! Hold on, bro! Can I really show some new clues, though? And now let's see check. How about this print here? I think we should do a trick, I think. Boop. Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do it with any two suitable photographic prints? Go at that game. Very well then, I'd like you to demonstrate. I'll be delighted to. Just give me one more print and I'll amaze you all. This one. Alright, these two prints were both taken with the same camera and the Winnie Banks on the night in question. Yeah, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer. Do you know how stereoscopic... Oh my God. Yes. Do you understand this principle? Well, I think so. I didn't have a lesson only yesterday. The left and the right images need to be same, only with a slight shift in the position of some objects. Then when your brain merges the two images together inside your head, it notices the shift as if it were in depth. I need to sneeze. Yes, exactly. It's that small shift between certain objects in the two pictures that's really important. Don't do it, please don't. So it happens to use two photographs that are exactly the same then. No, obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not from seeing the scene three-dimensionally anyways. Oh. Oh! Of course, now I see. I think the young guy just discovered the secret. Oh my God. I have. Can anyone cross your eyes before you tell me? Have another look at these two pictures from Harley's camera, Runo. Go on. I can't do this. There's a really obvious difference between them. Fuck. Can I just look with my eyes if there's a difference? Yes, the glass is broken. Okay. Of course there is. There are two people. Cut. Oh, Ryunosuke. Yes, you can see that straight away. I see it. But now, I don't even have to use... I just look at... It's basically match the difference. Like, come on. Should I look at the pictures in 3 dimensions? Alright, I'll give it a go. So to start with, you have to cross your eyes and then try to make the 2 images overlap exactly. Not gonna do that, I know the difference. Let's see if by crossing my eyes I can make the quill pens from each picture overlap in the middle. Not gonna do that, I can see the difference. Wait. Well, did you manage to see it properly, Runo? Yeah, I didn't do it, but I can see the difference when they're next to each other. What's going on with these 2 pictures? Some of the things on the counter have sort of jumped out at you. Wait, what? Bro. Yes, that's it, you see? That's the other amazing power of stereoscopes. Other amazing powers. Simply going to explain this black magic game. What the deuce does some of these things on the counter seem to jump out like you like that? Because they're different? You'll find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question. Basic principle of the stereoscope? As I said before, if you try to look at the 2 identical pictures using a stereoscope, it won't work at all. The slight shift in the positions of certain objects that lets you see pictures 3-dimensionally. They really want to do this, in other words. Wow, it actually is shifted slightly to the right. I was thinking there's... Okay, so at the bottom there, that lamp is broken. Right, that's what I was thinking of, but if you look at the... This is usually how I find differences in like a fine difference kind of thing. All the stuff on the left shifted to the right. And I can tell because on like the doll, for example, you can see very little of that corner. But then if you go to the right, you can see more of that corner. So yeah, the entire thing shifted to the right. Though at first glance, seeing the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the 2 pictures. It shows that actually, there must have been a slight shift in their positions. Yes, there must have been. He's gonna be like, what the fuck you getting? My name is Bear Van Dyke. I'm just a cool guy. Now hold up, hold fire there, sir. Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, I say. But why the devil does this shift between the 2 prints exist in the first place? Now, what's the answer, fellow? Come on, you're the cross-eyed master. What? Me? I haven't had the first idea. You know, Reno, it's quite simple. It is? I need water. I need sauce. Just think it through step by step. Sometime... The first photograph was taken at 1 AM. Either... Yes. Then 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. No, the... But the position of some items on the counter appear to have shifted slightly in the interior. It looked like the camera itself shifted, not the items. Yeah, look. You can see it shifting, that's cool. But it looks like the camera itself shifts, too. It, like, shifts slightly. That might just be... Yo, see, look, this is a way better way of doing this. Okay. So that means... So this means... That means that something in a half-hour interval... Someone must have tampered with things on the counter. Zook! Someone tampered... New information. Stop. Not mentioned in testimony so far. Stop. Yes. We've gone around in circles a little here, it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We know the items on the countertop were moved. But by whom? Are you suggesting you might know? Of course. I can tell you right now who is responsible for the most inimitable shift in the items on the counter. Oh no, I don't have a clue. Right? A Skulkin brother?
Take that!
was the witnesses currently in the stand, the Skulkin brothers. Wait. This does not agree with what brothers said in testimony before. They said they didn't even have time to pull dukes from Lucy Luckets. My Facebook says dukes, it means hands, and Lucy Luckets, it meaning pockets. But is this another lie? This is what you're saying? Yes, I'm afraid so. Well, hold up there a minute. You can't be sure of that. I quite agree. The accused is a common pick. Wait. I quite agree. The accused is a common pick purse, after all. It's perfectly possible she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal. I think that's unlikely. And why exactly? As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Windypaint to open the storeroom. He's using it as the insult, too. He's using it. In other words, Mr. Strada interesting laid within the storeroom, not in the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. Although which points to one thing. Bum bum. The Skulkin brothers have admitted key facts in their testimony. But the accused is a pickpocket, common gutter trash. Why look any further from the wrongdoer here? Because the Skulkin brothers are thieves, madam, no better. In fact, in worse than a pick purse. I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that she's a pickpocket, would it not at least be right and proper to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves? Well said. I, for one, would like to hear more from the shady pair. Yes, baby. Can y'all see now? I think you'll find stethoscopes aren't playthings. You see this extraordinary potential firsthand. Wholeheartedly agreed. Stop. Let's purchase after trial. Stop. We'll return home via Regent Street. Stop. So Garadeb and the maid, they're not agreeing with us right now. Well, it would seem that this trial is yet to run its course. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via this mighty scale of justice. I hereby call this summation examination to conclusion with the balance altered in the defense's favor. 2 leaned to guilty, 4 leaned to not guilty. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus, and are ordered the trial to continue. Yeah, well done. Oh, by the way. What? You should hold on to this, Runo. You never know when it might come in useful. Twice in one trial would be unusual, surely, but alright. Stereoscope. Full machine that allows anyone to enjoy seeing things in 3 dimensions simply by looking through the eyepieces. Lord Van Zykes. You'll instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them. I'm sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord. Bum, bum, bum. I've won myself another chance to probe the pair about their activities that night at least. And I won't stop probing them until I've proven that Gina is innocent. Is that it to be continued? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, they exist. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yo, I'm going in. I'm doing so good. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. This is up first. Let's go. Save curve progress, please.